Alrighty, time to start chapter 1. I don't know if I'm gonna finish all of it in one go, but let's see how far I can get. Start the sound. Wait, no, not that. Oh, no, I need to see the text. Okay, there's the text, and there you go. Is it just me, or is the sky getting darker? If only it was just you. We never had much time anyway. I'm guessing the sky getting dark is a bad thing. The shape of the catastrophe cloud is more clearly defined than the black haze it was before. Okay, so catastrophes take on physical forms is what I'm getting from this. I don't like the feeling I get from watching it form over our heads. What a bad omen. To make things worse, reunion goons might be lurking in every nook and cranny. Actually, that's probably too conservative. What you should have said is that they're probably partying on the streets. Almost every street is filled with destruction, violence, and looting. Vehicles and buildings are being set on fire. But these thugs decide that it's the perfect weather for a picnic. If they're going out on a picnic now, it's a catastrophe that will feast upon their bones. This proves that most reunion members are just fools who've been whipped into a frenzy. Look, they're not really having a picnic. I just wanted something to moan about. You didn't have to you didn't have to take me so seriously. Oh, you weren't being serious? Wait, were you trying to crack a joke? Sorry, I'm not good with this stuff. It's fine. It's just that trying not to laugh is hard. Sorry for trying to make a joke at such a serious time. It's okay. Rhodes Island wasn't founded for the sake of having everyone keep a serious face. We've always wanted everyone to be able to smile. Amiya, don't worry about it. In any case, let's help out with the scouting. I'll quietly dispatch the enemy at our... Hold on. I'll quietly dispatch the enemy at our 4 o'clock. Hopefully, their diseased organs won't explode or be rigged to serve as some kind of alarm. We'll wrap around and take care of the large group on the other side of the fortification. With this much chaos around us, nobody will notice a little more noise. Alright, let's move out. Okay. Guessing this is chapter 1. Hold on. Yeah, chapter 1, and then this here is the... Okay, so before, after... Ugh, I sure hope I don't, accidentally mess up somewhere. Okay, so time unknown, weather unknown, visibility poor, Chernobog, Operation Squad, E0's location, Dr. Snow, Rescue Operation Phase 3. This clinic. Amiya, we've been here before. You're right, but why has it become like this? It's been totally abandoned. It looks it was attacked by Reunion. Probably it looks like it was attacked by Reunion. Ellipses. Wasn't this Azazel, the clinic for the infected? Yes. Even though they had access to Chernobog's entire underground intelligence network, they still refused to work with us. Back then, it wasn't clear what kind of dealings they had Hold on. Back then, it wasn't clear what kind of dealings that had with Reunion. They had with Reunion. I think that might make more sense. A few typos, but whatever. I can manage. If only they had given us if only they had given us some information, or even just a hint. We could have been out here by now. They brought this outcome upon themselves. That's not the entire story. Amiya, you were there for the negotiations, weren't you? That cold and arrogant attitude of theirs really ticked me off. We can't blame them. Boss. It's hard for the infected to trust anyone. After enduring so many hardships, who can blame them for becoming jaded and stubborn? I can understand why they did what they did, and I can forgive them. Those who can't protect themselves are easily hurt by others. Moreover, the infected often can't even trust each other. Not everyone is able to stomach the kinds of risks that we take either. A clinic for the infected? Azazel, they were a black market clinic that only provided services to the infected. Given the social status of the infected, they couldn't openly reveal themselves in public. Some of the infected, not wanting to be thrown into quarantine, are hidden throughout the city just trying to survive. Azazel was aimed at providing services to these people. They must have rejected Reunion's proposals. Doctor, I previously mentioned that we're all sick, right? This disease will claim our lives. Yeah, okay, whatever. Twitch notification. This disease will claim our lives, but it also grants us with extraordinary powers. For example, I can use Originium arts without the aid of a staff. However, this disease does not only destroy our bodies, it also destroys any chance we have of living a normal life, or rather, civilized society strips everything away from us. Chernobog has been the shining beacon of this civility, fearing, hating, exiling, and purging the infected. And this is how it ends. The only thing is, how many infected were even given the option to choose between us, Reunion, or some other organization? Most of them simply lost everything. Perhaps this clinic was a warm place that some of them could call home. There is no cure for oropathy. At least, right now, the infected can only die in despair, and their bodies become the sources of infection. With their abnormal powers and fatally infectious disease, the infected are the most hated people on this planet. I mean, I don't think that, like, treating them poorly is a bad idea, but at the same time, I can understand why putting them in quarantine is, like, necessary. If we're talking about, like, a fatally infectious disease, like, I'm thinking, like, prions and all that. Like, once the person dies, they're still infectious? Does incinerating the corpse get rid of the infection, or is it, like... Anyways, let's continue. Doctor, you probably won't be able to understand everything just based upon my brief explanation, but when you see the consequences of these problems with your own eyes, you will understand. You'll see the harsh reality surrounding the infected. Rhodes Island empathizes equally for all, whereas Reunion is fanatically infected-centric. However, organizations like ours are a rare sight. I can understand why you're angry, but it's hard not to sympathize with this little clinic. I see. Perhaps they really ended up facing a bigger crisis than they could handle. In any case, we should leave our anger behind, along with this clinic. Rhodes Island is filled with good people. Though fear and hostility might create rifts between people, I believe that all misunderstandings will be resolved as long as we're a part of the same family. Perhaps Rhodes Island is but another Azazel. Amia. Let's go, Doctor. Oh. Time unknown, weather unknown, visibility poor. Chernobog Operation Squad E0's location, Dr. Snow's Rescue Operation Phase 3. We have less than an hour left. We can't afford to make a detour. The more time we waste, the more likely we are to get caught in the catastrophe. We must directly cut across this area. However, we won't be able to conceal our movements anymore given the size of our forces. The possibility of getting ambushed when we're navigating through narrow streets is very high. Well, what's the plan? We don't have many options. Dr. Snow, what's your assessment? Okay, let me see. All we have to do is destroy them in a head-on attack. They can't stop us, probably. It takes time for the enemy to regroup. Let's go with that. They can't stop us, probably. They don't seem to have built any fortifications. If we're able to charge through their blockade... Even though it looks like they have a numbers advantage, their loose formation won't be able to stop our advance. Sounds good. We'll storm them, disrupt their formation, destroy their fire base, and then fall back quickly. Doberman, are you testing me, or... It's far easier to deal with threats we can see than to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. I take it that these are Dr. Snow's orders, Amiya? The situation is clear. I trust Doctor's decisions. Trust isn't built so easily just from a single battle. I do think highly of Dr. Snow, Amiya, but don't let your guard down. Of course, there is nothing wrong with learning from the Doctor's wisdom, but remember, you can't fully rely on anyone else in this world. I know. Don't get me wrong, Doctor. I'm not trying to make things difficult for you, but I hope you understand, Amiya still needs to learn and grow. If you were in my position, you also wouldn't allow her to rely on someone else. However, know that I've already acknowledged your abilities as a commander. Thank you. Also, there's no need to be so formal. We're comrades in arms now. At least on the battlefield. I've already entrusted my life to you. Enough with the chit-chat, enough with the chit-chatting though. Let's hurry it up. That's right. There's an old saying in Casimires. Death catches up to you when you stop to take a break. Well, that's not ominous at all. Oh, okay, well, this is an especially short one. I think you could kind of hear that. Charge! Huh? Who's there? Where are you looking? Take this. Yeah! Phew! Reunion's forces are regrouping behind us. They're getting ready to attack. They can't keep pace with us. Keep charging. We're almost out of Reunion control territory. Don't stop moving. These trifling thugs can't hope to stop us. I'm guessing there's some like gameplay here, but I do not see that. Phew, we finally lost them. If we keep up the pace, we'll be out of the central region shortly and arrive at the southern exit. It's starting to get noisier and more chaotic. It might be because the Chernobog civilians trying to evacuate the city are running into Reunion. It seems like a few districts have already been vacated, but those who didn't make it in time are now being held up by Reunion. This place used to be a magnificent sprawling plaza. Now it's been reduced to ruins. The city tormented the infected. To meet their end this way is almost poetic. Almost. You seem quite sentimental. Perhaps, at one point. The sky is getting even darker. Even the air has the smell of something burning. What are you doing? Ah! I cannot do, like, SFX like that. Do not expect me to. Civilians? I can't hear anything anymore. We can't tell who they are from this distance. Huh? Reunion is attacking them. We can't leverage the terrain to our advantage here. We don't have the capacity to save everybody. Life is very precious, Amiya. Each and every one. Regardless, we're already too late. After all, we're in for some trouble ourselves. We can't catch a break today. Kill them all. A large number of Reunion forces are coming through the exits. Get ready to fight our way out. Okay. Ooh. Mephisto, who is that? Catastrophe. I see. Indeed. They don't know that Faust is following them. I received some information from one of his scouts. Rhodes Island is trapped around the perimeter of the city center. Insects as they might be, they still might take advantage of the confusion caused by the catastrophe to make their escape. Given their understanding of the situation in Chernobog, they could potentially interfere with our plans. At least getting rid of them won't do us any harm. Oh? Mysterious character? Chernobog bastards, it's because of you. It's all your fault that us infected became like this. Get lost. Ugh. These people, it's like they're just waiting to die. Why is Reunion going completely berserk? Why are they sending so many members out here now? This makes no sense. There's no reason for them to be defending this place so staunchly. Rhodes Island operators, stand your ground, push Reunion back and open up an escape route. So that's the Rhodes Island that I've been hearing so much about. How heroic. Well, hello there, Miss Crown Slayer. I think I saw someone mention her on Twitter, comparing her to Neferit. Curious to see. Well, I mean, I haven't actually progressed the story of Enfield that much, so I don't really know how Neferit ends, but like, I guess I'm gonna understand a bit more. Huh? Fallen rocks at a time like this? Don't stop moving. Maintain our defensive line. Something's not right. These rocks are coming from the buildings. What are you talking about? It's here! It's here! Ha ha ha! Salvation has come for us! Judgment has come for us! Dies. They were crushed by something? Was it one of you who attacked them? Or were they... Doberman, look at the sky! Look, the sky! The sky was dyed a bloody crimson. Boiling dark clouds, tumbling in flames. Don't panic. Keep your senses about you. We still can make it out of this alive if we act decisively. As terror strips away their voices, the land falls into silence. The titanic Originium lowers its head and falls upon the scorched shadow of death. Tallulah, what do we do next? Perhaps they will be able to survive the catastrophe. Finish off the stragglers. Very well. Even though I figured that Reunion would be using the catastrophe to take their revenge, I didn't expect them to use it to completely destroy Chernobog. Rather than vengeance, this seems more like a manifesto. Something about the era of the infected or something like that. Ah! The sky! The entire sky is crashing down! Watch out! What's that? Be more alert. Oh. Protect the medic. Hurry and take her someplace safe. Roger. All operators find cover. All teams prepare to weather the catastrophe. I'm pretty sure there's more gameplay here, but I do not see that. How long is this chapter still? Okay, so this seems to be about halfway through, so I'm gonna call it quits here for this part. Anyways, doodles!